Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video where today we'll be speaking about the Matchday 2 Euro 2024 predictions. We missed out on the Matchday 1 predictions. I was a bit too late on those, unfortunately, but Matchday 1 has been incredible. We have had some upsets already. The big teams, or most of them, have gotten their results as well. So Matchday 2, hopefully we see more of that and more upsets maybe. But yeah, let's get straight into it. We have Croatia versus Albania first. Looking forward to this one. This one is gonna be a underrated one. I think both teams seem quite good. Croatia have not started too well actually, because they lost to Spain 3-0 in their first match, and I would say Spain dominated them in that match. Even though Croatia had some chances in that match, I think Croatia should win this game, in my opinion. Albania have been not too bad. They played quite well against Italy, and that was a tough first opponent to face actually, because Italy are obviously the Euro 2020 champions, so it's a rough one to get the champions first. And they got a goal early on, Albania, but for the lead, they got their first shot on target, and that was the goal, and their only shot on target. And I did not see much of Baroja, to be fair. He came into the game more around like the last few minutes. I mean, it's not too good as they were losing, but I think this team will come with a lot of passion. The Albanian fans seem to have a lot of passion, and both sides could take the 3 points in my opinion, and I see Croatia winning this game 2-1. Now Germany versus Hungary. Now Germany started off very well with a win against Scotland 5-1, and the football they played in that match was absolutely incredible. They had Scotland pinned absolutely back, and they were just passing around, switching it. It was incredible to watch, and Nagelsmann has them playing some very good football. And I think the two key players who stood out in that match were Musiala and Wirtz as well. Those two youngsters, absolutely incredible. And I mean, Germany could win the Euros in their own country, so let's see if that happens. And Hungary, unfortunately, they did not start their competition too well. They actually lost 3-1 to Switzerland, which is a rough one. They did not play as good as I expected. Hungary actually went unbeaten in the qualifiers, but they did not translate that into this or the start of the competition, as they lost to Switzerland. Switzerland played pretty good, and Bolo obviously getting his goal. Like, this guy turns up only in the European competitions for just club. I don't really see him scoring too many goals, and Xhaka, obviously a key player in that team. Hungary, what can they do in Matchday 2? Hopefully they could pick it up a bit more, and in my opinion, I see Germany winning this game like 4-0 at least. Now Scotland versus Switzerland. Now Scotland, obviously, as I said in the last coverage for Germany, Scotland lost 5-1 to Germany. They did not start the competition well. Probably the worst start from any team in the Euro 2024 competition so far. I mean, they did not look good. I think their goal came from a own goal as well from Rudiger, so they actually don't have a official goal in the competition yet. So maybe they could change that up in this matchup, but they really do need to. I feel like they sat back too much against Germany. I mean, I know Germany is a very good team, one of the top nations, but sitting back after like 5-1 down, you gotta start pushing for goals. Like, bro, at least try to attempt getting a comeback. Switzerland, on the other hand, they won 3-1 versus Hungary. Now that is a solid result. As I said before, they played quite well. Some really good goals from them. Xhaka played quite well as well, and Bolo getting his goal. I think there might be a underrated team, but personally, I don't see them getting past like the round of 16, but they could prove me wrong. But in my opinion, in this match, I see Switzerland winning 3-1. Now we have Slovenia versus Serbia. Now these two teams actually played quite well in their first matches, but we're gonna start with Slovenia first. Slovenia, they played not too bad against Denmark. I feel like Denmark dominated the game a bit more possession wise, got more shots off, but Slovenia came like near the end of the match, almost I think around the 70th minute. They came in with a deflected goal, which Schmeichel couldn't get his hand to it, so it was a long shot from outside the box, and it went off a defender and into the net. So that was, I mean, a good point for Slovenia, but they need to start playing better. Obviously, Sesko didn't get into the match like too much in the first half. In the second half, he did do better. He got a absolute cracker off, like a banger off, but it went off the post. And I mean, if that went in, they would have won the game basically. But on to Serbia. Serbia lost 1-0 to England, and I mean Serbia in the first half, they did not the best, but after England got their goal, I feel like they grew into the game more, as England were kind of sitting back a bit more, so England allowed like Serbia to have more of the ball. And towards the end in the second half, Serbia were very, very good. They were pushing and pushing for goals. Arguably a penalty could have been awarded for Mitrovic for that push, but it wasn't awarded. But they had loads and loads of chances. They just did not take it in that second half, and they could have easily came out with a draw. Now, in my opinion, I see this game ending in a 2-1 win for Serbia. Now, Denmark versus England. Now, this could be a pretty interesting game, I think. So let's start with Denmark. Denmark actually played quite decent against Slovenia, where they drew 1-1, as I said in the previous game that we talked about. But Denmark, Eriksen got his goal, and first goal since the incident where he had a cardiac arrest in the Euro 2020 competition. And I mean, he was just orchestrating a lot in that midfield. He was the key player, very, very key in that team. He was starting attacks, passing the ball, winning the ball. Absolutely incredible from Eriksen. And his first game back in the Euro was absolutely incredible to see him back. And Denmark played very well, I think, or quite well. They just couldn't take their chances, I think. Like, Højlund had a cutback, but the defense for Slovenia were quite good as well. Now let's move on to England. England, as I said before, played very well in like up until their first goal, and once that first goal went in, Jude Bellingham, by the way, what a player. He scored the only goal for them. This guy is in a different class. What a player. After that goal, they just sat back, like, and then they allowed Serbia to just push up more, and Serbia just kept on attacking them. And I mean, England could have gone for more goals, but obviously I know a lot of England fans have been telling me, I've seen a lot on Twitter, they're glad they got a solid result, a clean sheet as well, but with not the best performance, but it's a good start to start on a win. But obviously, if they want to win this competition, they're one of the favorites, so they need to start playing a lot better. And I feel like this team has so much talent. They need to play more attacking. Like, Southgate can't just score one goal and then just go park the bus, or like have his team sit back. Like, that's not gonna work against like a top team that they face maybe later in the competition. And my prediction is gonna be a 2-1 win for England. This next match is absolutely incredible. Spain versus Italy. What a game we have here. Spain have been absolutely amazing so far. Like, they controlled that first game against Croatia. Absolutely incredible. Rodri being a key player in that team. Lamine Yamal, this guy is 16 years old and he's already balling out in the Euro 2024 competition. I could see him winning the Young Player of the Tournament award, but we're only in the first match. Maybe I'm getting too ahead. We will see. And they just dominated it completely. Morata getting his goal as well. And they won that game 3-0 against Croatia. Now on to Italy. Italy actually did not too bad. I thought they would actually draw or lose this game, but that did not happen. Italy actually beat Albania 2-1 with Barella with an incredible strike. That guy is absolutely incredible. Such a key player for Italy. Like, he could get a shot off passing. Incredible. He could defend as well. Man of the match for that game was Chiesa. Chiesa actually did quite well, taking on players a lot of the time in that game, and he got the man of the match. And I think for this game, I see Spain winning like 3-1. Now Slovakia versus Ukraine. Now Slovakia came out with a very solid performance and very solid result against Belgium. They actually won that game 1-0. Incredible, right? Like, that is unexpected. The first upset of the tournament, and it's amazing to see a team like this beating the third place team in the world. Lobotka has always been key for that Slovakian side. Like, absolutely incredible. I think Slovakia could actually come out of the group if they continue this kind of form like they did against Belgium, and if they keep playing well. Now Ukraine, do I have to say anything about this side? I would say, like, absolutely awful performance. I know we dominated possession, we got a lot of shots off, but like not a lot on target. Our first shot on target, that was in like the 77th minute or so. Like, that's embarrassing in my opinion, and I expected us to win this game, but it did not go too well. Lunin could have saved 2 of the goals, but I mean, fair play to Romania. They did very, very well in that match. They came with a game plan and they won it, but incredible goals from them as well. So hopefully Ukraine could bounce back from this match, and I think Ukraine will draw this game 1-1 against Slovakia. Now Poland versus Austria. Poland, I would say they actually played quite well against Netherlands in their first matchup. They were playing some really good football. They had quite a few chances to put the ball in the net, but later on Netherlands got a goal through Weghorst, which he pretty much won the game for them. And a bit of a heartbreak for me, as part of my family is from Poland as well. I'm gonna be supporting Poland and Ukraine. Hopefully Poland could win this game against Austria. Now moving on to Austria, they had a very good performance, I would say, against France. Unfortunately, they did lose 1-0. I wasn't able to watch much of the match, but I watched like the last maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and they were very, very good. They were like controlling the game, pushing forward, had a lot of chances to put the ball in the net, but France somehow they got lucky with a own goal early on into the game, and that pretty much won France the game. But I believe Austria deserved at least a draw from that match. Now this next match is huge. Netherlands versus France. Netherlands, they did not too bad in their first match. As I said, they beat Poland 2-1, and Weghorst, bro, like, this guy is always coming up clutch for his country and also club. Like, man's just a clutch master. But yeah, fair play to him. He got the winning goal, and Netherlands overall, they played not too bad. I would say Ake getting 2 assists. I think they need to pick up their performance a bit more in this match against France, because they're playing like a top nation that won the World Cup like a few years ago. So we all know how good France is. So Netherlands need to be prepared for this match. On to France though. France did not play well as well. Not too good in their first match. And we got some unfortunate news that Mbappe did break his nose against Austria. France beat Austria 1-0, and Mbappe will not be playing in this match against Netherlands. Maybe he's going to be back in the round of 16 around there, or later on into the groups. Hopefully he's back, because man, his nose was swollen bad and he was like bleeding out of his nose. So hopefully we see him recovering well and back. Hopefully he's back, because he is a top player. Now France, in that match against Austria, Saliba made a mistake and Austria was on the break, but Kante is everywhere. This guy's back. He's just so good. He recovered the ball so well after that mistake from Saliba. So I mean, that France team, I remember like a few tournaments ago they started not too good. I think it was in the World Cup. They started not too good, and then like the more and more they played, or the further they went, they just started getting better and better and better. Now Georgia versus Czechia. Georgia did not too bad, although they lost to Turkey 3-1. But that game versus Georgia and Turkey, I unfortunately was not able to watch it, but I did hear it was the match of the tournament so far. Like, I heard it was like constantly back and forth, and just so good, so good. Unfortunately, I did miss it. Georgia obviously do have their superstar in Kvaratskhelia from Napoli. Hopefully he could do something in this match against Czechia, and Czechia played quite well, I would say, but they lost 2-1 to Portugal. Portugal is a tough side to face, as they have they're absolutely stacked. One of the favorites to win this competition as well. And I mean, Czechia, they did go they went 1-0 up, and then Portugal brought it back to 2-1 to win it. I mean, Czechia, I would say they could be a underrated team in this competition, but we will have to see. I think they have to win this game, Czechia. I think they're the better side on paper, but Georgia did also perform quite well against Turkey, so a tough one to predict, but I'm gonna go with Czechia with a 2-1 win. Now Turkey versus Portugal. Now I'm looking forward to this game. This game is gonna be absolutely incredible. I think Turkey personally are the dark horses of this competition already after match day 1. And Turkey beat Georgia 3-1. Some of the goals in that match from Turkey, the first goal was like a half volley or something, or like a first time volley into the top right corner. One of the best goals I've seen in this competition. I think it is the best goal in this competition so far. And then Arda Güler with the second goal for Turkey. He just, oh my god, this guy cuts inside. He's around the middle area outside of the box. He just whips it top left. What a player. And he was playing so well in that game against Georgia. Turkey, I could see them maybe getting a point from Portugal here. Now on to Portugal. I did not watch the match again against Czechia. Unfortunately, I did miss it. But Portugal won 2-1, and I believe his name is Coensaio or something. My bad if I messed that up, but yeah, Coensaio, he scored the winning goal. He scored the winning goal to secure Portugal the win, and I mean, that Portugal team is absolutely stacked, but they gotta be playing, I think, a lot better. Ronaldo, obviously, on the team, he did not get a goal against Czechia, but I think he will turn up more in this game against Turkey. And they all got taken off late into the game for, I believe it was Coinsao or something, and Coinsao just scored the goal. So I mean, Portugal, as I said before, they are the favorites, or even one of the favorites, to win this competition. So they would have to step up their game a bit more to make it. I think they will make it out of this group, and in my opinion, my prediction is gonna be a 3-1 win for Portugal. Now, Belgium versus Romania will be the last game that we will talk about. Now, Belgium had a stinker in their first game. Like, oh man, they lost to Slovakia 1-0. What happened there? Like, Belgium had 2 goals scored by Lukaku, but both goals were disallowed by VAR, and I mean, that must have pissed off Lukaku quite a bit. Overall, from what I've seen, Doku was playing quite well. De Bruyne, I didn't really watch the match again as I was at work, but I heard De Bruyne kind of had a not too good match. Belgium need to bring this back against Romania, but again, Romania, moving on to them, they surprised us in that first match against Ukraine, beating them 3-0 with 2 absolutely incredible goals, stunning goals, very impressive. They came with a game plan against Ukraine. They just let Ukraine have the ball, and once Ukraine lost the ball, they just attacked. And I mean, that first and second goal was incredible. Just passive, first time shot, just whips it top left for the first goal. That was a incredible goal. And the goals in this competition have been absolutely amazing. Like, it's been incredible to see these goals, and I think Romania could come out with a point here, possibly. But I think Belgium bring it back from that loss that they had against Slovakia, and I think Belgium will win 2-1. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment down below all your predictions, and I will check them out. And don't forget to subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.